How familiar are you with the Brazilian Penal Code Article 171? You may have heard about it, but do you know what it really means? Today, we delve into this pivotal piece of legislation, breaking it down into digestible morsels that anyone can understand. Article 171 of the Brazilian Penal Code tackles the crimes of fraud and other deceptions. It's a critical component of the penal code as it addresses actions that aim to harm someone else's property through fraudulent or deceptive means. The article reads, "Estelionato and other frauds, obtain for oneself or for another illicit advantage to the detriment of others by inducing or maintaining someone in error through artifice, trickery, or any other fraudulent means." There are three key elements here. First, the obtaining of illicit advantage. This means that the crime of fraud occurs when someone gains undue advantage for themselves or another person. Second is the harm to others. Simply put, the criminal action results in harm to a third party who is defrauded by the fraudulent act. Finally, there's inducing or maintaining an error. This means the fraud involves deceiving or keeping someone in the dark, whether through cunning, trickery, or any other fraudulent method. In other words, the victim is duped in some way. Fraud can manifest in various ways, such as financial frauds that include forging documents, checks, credit cards, and so on, to gain undue financial advantages. There are also scams and schemes like those on the internet, over the phone, or in person, where the fraudster pretends to be someone else or offers non-existent products or services. Then there's the manipulation of information, where someone is deceived through false or manipulated information, leading the victim to take an action that results in their harm. The punishment for the crime of fraud varies from 1 to 5 years in prison, in addition to a fine. To wrap it up, Article 171 of the Brazilian Penal Code aims to protect other people's property and curb fraudulent practices that harm individuals and society as a whole. It's essential for everyone to be aware of their rights and the behaviors considered criminal to avoid falling for scams and fraud. Adherence to the law and awareness of the risks of fraudulent activities are vital for building a more just and integral society. Now, when someone mentions the Brazilian Penal Code Article 171, you'll know exactly what they're talking about. And more than that, you'll understand why this legislation is so important in the grand scheme of things.